We are a loving faction within the Galactic Federation of Light, devoted to supporting the elevation of human consciousness on planet Earth. And we come in peace. We would like to speak today about how the Matrix can collapse in your own life, and how the glitches in the Matrix are going to work in the collective. Reality as it used to be follows a more or less predictable programming in an old Matrix way, for it is aligned to separation consciousness, where divide and conquer, karma, debt energy, and many other programs are literally pathways of experience that happen over and over and over again. This can happen because the dominant frequency of humanity has not been sufficient to wake up from this dream for thousands of years. It's like Plato's parable about the cave, but then played on humanity in what appeared to be a real world for thousands of years. What keeps you in the Matrix is a frequency that is a match to it. And for the 3D Matrix, separation consciousness was necessary. It's like you develop a game that can be just played on one console. Only that console is a match to that particular software from which the game is made. As long as humanity was in that particular consciousness, the game could be continued. And indeed, it served as a harvesting mechanism for fourth-dimensional beings, and was only in some way, shape, or form good for those in the absolute power of the hierarchy. Only the humans in the top of the pyramid thrived, but we have to say with strings attached. These elites were like the camp executioners, but were always consciously or unconsciously enslaved to the real ones in power who were from an interdimensional origin. The pathway to navigate in 3D is thus simply, when there is separation consciousness, you thrive when someone else loses. This is the basis of it, and you see it everywhere, in every system. Not maybe always as obvious as the statement, but the original essence of 3D can be found in every Matrix organization, marriage, system, and so on. It's a type of frequency that has been dominant on Earth for thousands of years. There is only one way out of the 3D Matrix, and that is to vibrate at a particular frequency that is out of reach of the program. This frequency can be found on the consciousness scale at 500 plus, which is often called love, power, and initiative. When you vibrate at this level of reality, you directly wake up from the dream. Maybe not always conscious, but here the rules no longer apply to you. But this process already starts when you climb the scale of consciousness. It already starts at lower levels when you take power back. Entrepreneurs have found a way to exit working from someone else. The digital nomad have found a way to hack exploring the world in a more or less aligned way. And there are many more examples. But this, to some degree, was still connected to the old Matrix, because it was in many ways a way to outsmart the system. What we are talking about today is the true awakening. Here there is no longer any problem to connect with the system. Here you can have a job, feel at ease everywhere, and can enjoy everything that Earth has to offer the fullest. And here the glitches occur. For here the world reacts to you instead of you reacting to the world. Here the new Earth is built. Through the consciousness of people that influence reality and bring everything they come into contact with into their higher octave. If you want to be free, if you want to find the glitch in the Matrix, then the true answer is, the only way out is the way through. You wake up and realize that the Matrix can no longer affect you, but that you affect the Matrix. And that with your consciousness, you dissolve that Matrix. You dissolve the ancient programs of slavery, of conflict, of shame, of guilt, of fear. It all dissolves into the light that you are emitting. And don't worry, all of you who hear this message have this innate quality. You don't need to meditate for hours to get here. What it takes is your conscious participation in the world and being aware of the old programming. And when old programming keeps coming back up, you can release that, dissolve that in one of the many ways that you have learned through your years of preparation for these times. The time to be afraid for the matrix, for the system, is over now. For the frequency is changing and the collapse of the matrix is imminent. It can no longer sustain. And if you dare to step into your power, then the true miraculous life that you were meant to live is going to occur. And you will find it as glitches in that matrix, as life operating in ways you couldn't imagine before. We talk about fast healing, fast manifestations, synchronicities abound, and the reunition with your galactic friends. Prepare for a wild and magical ride in the coming years. But this we don't mean as it will happen in the future. It is here today. If you are listening to this message, the veil for you is thinning. You can hear the galactic messages. You can heal ancient programs and traumas with insane speed. You can set an intention and then listen to the clear voice of your intuition and find answers instantly or within hours or days. Magic is here. This is the reality that is so similar to the dreamscape, only still more solid. But that solidity is going to be less and less dense. It is not really that reality is going to be less dense, it's that your observation and interaction with it is becoming more fluid. Remember that every situation you encounter is just a charged thought. It is energy. And when you realize on an embodied level that everything is energy, the miraculous is invited in. When you realize that financial debt is simply a thought, contracted energy, that finding your dream partner is simply a thought, a way of showing up in the world. When you realize that writing a bestseller is simply tuning into the true purpose of why you came to this earth, everything starts to change. The Matrix program says cause and effect. The 5D Earth says energy alignment. You are prepared for this, and this is your time. When you catch a glitch, an unusual fast manifestation, a synchronicity, a déjà vu, no longer rush over it. Start being aware of it. Your solid awareness magnetizes more of these kind of situations to come into your life. How you experience reality has a lot to do with your observation, as we have explained in the Sacred Gaze Workbook. If you can catch these things in your reality that you love more to experience more of, you can solidify that by paying closer attention to it. For every solid reality, everything you are experiencing in your life right now is only there because it was focused upon and charged with enough energy. This is a process you can do consciously. This is alchemy, bringing things into form or changing the form of something. You are the glitch in the matrix by waking up to your divine nature, and the collective will catch up to it, meaning that systems, programs, and institutions based on separation of consciousness, even if they may seem invincible now, will crumble and will disappear if they don't align to the new frequency. The new frequency of heart-based consciousness is going to be the new baseline. What can't match to that will cease to exist on the planet. It is all happening now. You are at the forefront of a dynamic and fascinating change. Enjoy it. Live it. We are here to experience it all with you, in love, peace, and true heart-based transformation for all.
Thank you for listening to this transmission. Check out gflacademy.com for the reality selection meditation to accelerate your manifestation journey. We wish you peace, love, and happiness.